Hey everyone, QBKing77 here from the AC Syndicate team, here to do a video showing you how to install the kitchen sink ROM on your Motorola Photon 4G. I'm very excited to try out this ROM, as from what I hear it is very awesome, so definitely want to check that out. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump into it. So first of all, obviously your device is going to need to be unlocked. You're going to need to be rooted and have Clockwork Mod installed, so make sure you do have Clockwork Mod. I do have a video. If your Clockwork Mod's outdated, I have a video on how to update it to the latest, so definitely going to want to check out that video. I will link to it in the description, so in case you need to update your version of Clockwork Mod. But anyways, once done there, go ahead and click on the link in the description of the video below. Takes you to this website. First of all, shout out to Jokers AX, great developer putting this together, and anyone else involved. So shout out to everyone involved in this kitchen sink ROM. What you're going to need to do is go ahead and scroll down, keep scrolling down, and down here you'll see we basically have our builds and our downloads right here. So it looks like we have an Atrix build and a Photon build. Obviously choose the correct one. In my case, I selected the Photon beta build. It is in beta still, but from what I hear, it works great. So go ahead and click on that and download it. It's going to be a big file, so be patient with the download. It'll be a zip file. It's called kitchen sink version something zip, and once you have that zip file downloaded, transfer it on over to your Photon, whether it be your internal storage or external. Either one works. So transfer it on over to your Photon. Once done downloading and transferring, go back to your device. And once we're back to our device, we're going to need to get into our custom recovery. So go ahead, and if your ROM has the option, hit reboot recovery. If not, just go ahead and power off your device. It does not matter, from what I understand, it does not matter what ROM you are running actually, because you don't need to wipe when you install this ROM. But anyways, once it powers off, what we're going to need to do is get into our custom recovery. To do so, press and hold volume down and power button at the same time. Press and hold both of them. Keep it held down until you see fast boot up at the top, like so. Go ahead and let go. And now what we're going to need to do is press the volume down button about 5 times until it says Android Recovery, like so, and then press the volume up button to select it. So go ahead and select Android Recovery. It'll enter Android Recovery mode. As you can see, it's going to take us into our custom recovery. In my case, I do have the latest version of Clockwork Mod. Clockwork Mod 5.5.0.4. So here we are. Now we are going to need to run through and basically install the ROM. So here are the steps you need to take. First of all, I highly recommend going into the backup and restore menu and making an Android backup. That is what the first thing I do recommend you guys do. Once done there, go ahead and go to install zip from SD card, choose zip from SD card or internal SD card, wherever you have it on your device, and select that. And then go ahead and basically find that ROM zip, that kitchen sink ROM zip. So go ahead and find that, select it, and hit yes. Install kitchen sink right there. Hit yes. Go ahead and install it. As I said, no wipes necessary. When you go to install this ROM, make sure that you don't wipe. You just go ahead and install. And here we go. So here it is. We have a select language option. So I haven't done this yet, so I'm very excited. Let's go ahead and check it out. Alright, so here you go. As you can see, select language. Go ahead and choose your language. I need English, so I'm going to hit next. Once done there, go ahead and hit I agree with terms and conditions. You need to press this check mark on here, and then go ahead and hit next. Sorry, I didn't check it. So go ahead and tap that and hit next. Once done there, it'll go ahead and say welcome. Welcome back to sync. Go ahead and hit next, and we are ready to go. Hit next again. It gives you some information. Now you need to choose your installation type. So you get to choose which ROM you want to run, which is the coolest part about this ROM. It's amazing. So you have CM9, you have MyUI, you have CNA, codename Android, AOKP, Android Open Keying Project, and Gummy ROM. So you have a bunch of different ones. All of them are basically based off of stock Ice Cream Sandwich Android 4.0. The MyUI ROM is more of a it's Ice Cream Sandwich based, but it is has definitely added tweaks. So you have your different option on which one you want to install. I'm going to go ahead and install AOKP. As I said, you get to make your choice on which one you want to install, which is amazing. So once done there, go ahead and hit next, and basically you have custom install or default stock install. Basically custom installs, you get to choose which packages you install, so I'm going to hit next and do that. So you have a non-wipe option if you want to retain your data, or a full wipe option if you want a clean install. So this is awesome. You basically get to choose, so you can go in between these ROMs without having to wipe data. You can try them out. which is obviously the best feature of any ROM or any ROM installer ever, as I'm sure most of you guys know. I'm going to do a full wipe just because I want to clean and install right away, but you can certainly select non-wipe if you'd like. Actually, I'm going to hit non-wipe just to see if my data is retained, just to show you guys. So once done there, I'm going to hit next. You get to choose your custom kernel. So if you want basically 1300 overclock or 1400 overclock, 1300 runs at 1.3 gigahertz. 1400 is 1.4 gigahertz. I'm going to choose 1300 as I prefer the battery life. Do you want a tablet mod? Which boot animation do you want as well? This is crazy. I've never seen anything like this. This is awesome. So here we go. So we have a tablet mod. Do you want to install that? Do you want which boot animation do you want? So let's go ahead and choose the, it really doesn't matter to me. Let's do a droid boot animation, so it's something different. Do you want a battery modification? Yes, for large aftermarket battery mod. If you have a large aftermarket battery, hit yes. No for stock size battery. So that's great that you have that option as well. Go ahead and hit next. You have launcher options, so you can install all of them, or you can install just one of them. I don't know if you can select multiple ones. You can't. So you have to choose one or all. MyUI Home, Apex, Nova, Trebuchet, which is the stock CM9, Xperia, or all. I'm going to have it select all, of course. I want to check them all out. Font, you have default, Lato, Nokia Pure, Sigwoo, WP, and Ubuntu. Just go ahead and Google those fonts if you want to check them out. I'm going to go ahead and use default. Keyboard wise, you got CM9, MyUI, ORG, BLK, orange and black keyboard, or a bigger ice cream sandwich keyboard, so you got your choice there with those. I'm going to go ahead and just do CM9. GPS configuration, you have Africa, Asia, Europe, North America. I'm going to go ahead and hit North America, or you can leave it default, do not modify GPS configuration, but I'm going to hit North America because I live in North America. You got TTS programs, music apps, MyUI, or CM9. Awesome, you get your choice. G apps, I'm going to have it install the G apps, of course, just so I have the Google apps installed. And then we have our wallpapers. You have default network, so you can have it default to CDMA or GSM, whichever one you use, which is great. You can have it force roam, alternate 2D libs, Beats Audio if you wanted to install Beats Audio. It may not work on MyUI, it says that. You also have the Bravia mod as well. So I'm going to hit next, and here we go. So we can customize our installation now. So we have a bunch of apps we can choose from. So if we want to install Adobe Flash, Google Maps, Gallery, if you want a weather widget, voice search, YouTube, extra wallpapers, titanium backup. So I'm going to select some of them and hit install now. So there you have it. As you can see, obviously it doesn't look like Clockwork Mod at all anymore. Of course, it's a specific installer, but this is really amazing. You got a percentage down here, lets you know how long it's going to take. From what I hear, I have no idea how long it's going to take to install. From past experiences, Motorola Photon ROM installs do take a long time. So I'm going to go ahead and let it do its thing. I mean, depending on the certain specific settings you choose, it could take longer than others. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and let it do its thing, and I will be back. Alright, so as you can see, finished installation, reboot to enjoy. So I'm going to go ahead and hit next, and basically you can check reboot your device now and hit finish. And so hit the finish button. What it should do is go ahead and finish your installer and reboot your device. As you can see, rebooting. My guess is the first time you reboot, it's going to take a while, so definitely make sure you're patient with it. As you can see, it takes me to the boot screen. I should have, I believe, well, I forgot which one I selected already, the droid boot animation. So go ahead and we will see exactly what it looks like, of course. I'm very excited about this. This is a really awesome thing. There you have it, droid. Nice. So right away, I got to customize this boot animation. And my guess is that you can, if you want to change it, you can go back into that installer and just change it, or I don't know if there's a ROM option for that or not. I don't know yet because I haven't done this. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of do a review of this whole thing and then get back to you guys. So of course we will let this boot up. As I said, first time it's going to take a little bit longer than usual. As you can see, Android is upgrading as well. But I'll be back once this is done. As you can see though, it says optimizing applications of 116, so it's definitely preserving my data as well. So I mean, regardless of the ROM you're running prior to installation, if you choose save data, it's going to save your data. So that's an amazing feature that hopefully will be implemented across different devices. So this is a very groundbreaking thing in the basically Android ROM world. So I'm gonna let this boot up and I'll be back. Alright, just booted up. As you can see, I have a bunch of launcher options, of course, as I chose to install all of them. So there we have it. We've got all these launcher options and we are ready to go. So I mean, choose whichever one you want. I'm just going to hit launcher for now. It should be the stock ICS launcher. And my home screens are the exact same. So if you go back to the beginning of the video, you will see that I have this goofy folder here along with speed test and maps. So along with these settings up here, going on with my middle clock and battery percentage. So everything stayed the same data wise. All my data was saved, and there you have it. So very awesome. Obviously you can change these. This is the AOKP ROM on your Motorola Photon. Obviously I'm not going to do a full review of this, but I just kind of wanted to prove to you guys that this was saved. I did have this bookmarks widget here as well. So there you have it. So alright, so there you have it. That would be the kitchen sink ROM on your Motorola Photon 4G, basically getting your choice of a bunch of different ROMs. But I'm not going to do a separate review video actually, because obviously it's not a specific ROM. It's just kind of a bundle of different ROMs into the installer. So the installer is basically the main thing, showing that you don't wipe data and such. So there you have it. This would be the only video I'm doing so far on the kitchen sink ROM. I'll do updated videos as well. As I said, be sure to let me know what you think. Just leave a comment on the video. This is awesome. I honestly am in awe still over this. I hope you guys are as well. But let me know what you think. Leave a comment. Be sure to subscribe to me. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. All links will be in the description of the video below. As always, thanks for watching. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Oh, and you Photon owners, a lot of people have been asking, what have I held this up vertically with? My Flygrip. Be sure to check it out. I'll link to a review in the description. But thanks for watching.